Very good morning, student. I Vijay Dubey is here to teach you economics for class 12th. We have started our first unit, national income, in which we are discussing about some basic concepts of macroeconomics. Now our today's topic is started from factor income. So let us start. Factor income. Factor income refers to income received by factors of production for rendering factor services in the production process. So, factor income is received for providing factor services of land, labor, capital, and enterprise. Factor income of normal resident of a country is included in national income. Some examples of the factor incomes are rent, compensation of employees, interest, and profits. Student, one more important thing is that factor of production are the primary inputs which are needed to be produce goods and services. They are broadly categorized under four heads: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. Now student, let us discuss about the transfer income. Transfer income refers to the income received without rendering any productive services in return. It is a unilateral concept, means it is one-sided concept. In one-sided concept, only we can gain something, but in return we do not give anything or any services to the other. So it is known as one-sided concept or unilateral concept. It is not included in national income as it does not reflect any production of goods and services. It can be received either with domestic territory of country or from abroad. Some examples of the transfer incomes are old age pension, scholarship, unemployment allowances, pocket money, charity, donation, lottery, etc. These are all the examples of transfer income. And this example that in these all services only unilateral concept is provided, and there is no services or goods are provided in respect of these received payments. Students, I want to tell something more about the transfer income. Student, taxes received by the government are the transfer income of the government as they are received without providing any productive services in return. Similarly, subsidies paid by the government are transfer payments of the government. So I think it is very clear to you all that what is factor income and what is transfer income. Now let us discuss about the gross investment or gross value. Students, gross investment or gross value is expenditure on purchase of fixed assets plus inventory stock during the year is called gross investment. It is new investment or purchase of assets as well as expenditure of the replacement of existing assets during an accounting year. So next one is net investment or net value. Net investment includes expenditure by producer on the purchase of new assets only. It does not include replacement investment. So net investment is equals to gross investment minus depreciation. It is actual value of assets. So I have a chart regarding the gross investment and net investment or gross value or net value. Student, to find net value from gross value, it is very simple that we can subtract depreciation from gross to find net value, and to find gross value we have to add net value plus depreciation equals to gross value. So we can understand with an example. If a person purchases a mobile prices rupees 10,000, it means 10,000 is the purchasing value of that mobile. But after 2 years, the mobile price should be rupees 8,000. It means the 8,000 is actual value of that mobile at current time. So what happened between 10,000 and 8,000? So students, the difference between 10,000 and 8,000 is rupees 2,000. It means after 2 years there is depreciation of rupees 2,000 in that mobile. So it is very clear from the above example that what is gross value and what is net value. Students, I am going to define you depreciation and what depreciation should be included. Students, depreciation normally includes normal wear and tear of assets, normal rate of accidental damage, and expected obsolescence. It means whatever the assets we are going to purchase should be depreciation at some rate after the passage of time. Now students, let us discuss about some names of depreciation which is going to become in your some questions of the national income. Student, depreciation is also known as current replacement cost of fixed factor, consumption of fixed factor. Now student, let us discuss some more concepts. First one is factor cost. So students, what is factor cost? Factor cost is a cost of production of goods and services. Means whatever the amount we can invest or we can expend on producing a goods or services is called cost of production. But market price includes cost of product and indirect taxes and subsidies by the government. So students, let us discuss factor cost and market price with an example. Such as cost of production of a good is rupees 8. It means rupees 8 is the factor cost of that product. And the market price of that product is rupees 10. So difference between factor cost and market price is rupees 2. So this rupees 2 is known as net indirect tax. So student, net indirect tax is equals to indirect tax minus subsidy. Indirect taxes are the taxes which are taken by the government for rendering services or providing any goods. And after subtracting subsidies from this indirect taxes, we will get net indirect tax. So students, from the given chart, it is very clear to you all that how market price or factor cost can be found. To find market price, it is very important for us to add net indirect tax to factor cost, and to find factor cost we will subtract net indirect tax from market price. So students, this is the last of our today's video. We will discuss next topic in our next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.